Hello again, and welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Rural Report. I am your Royal 2IC, and today is the Daily Headlines Report. Now, really quick, I know, bear with me for like 30 seconds here. Two things. One, the winners. We got through, I think, last week's winners. I think everybody either already has or should get, maybe even today, your prizes. If you haven't got them, send me an email, let me know. I'll check into it. Last night, I've already got two taken care of. Susan and Tamara, you both emailed me, but I emailed you back because I need specifics on which one you want. So check your emails and send it back to me so I can get your prizes sent out to you. Second one is going to be, if you haven't already noticed, I got my new t-shirt in the mail. Let me see if I can get that into, see that right there? Liberty or death, don't tread on me. And this is from our friends over at SOE Tactical. If you don't know who that is, I encourage you to go check them out. John Willis, Amanda Willis, great people. Always give shout outs to our friends, and they're good people that have really good products, and not only that, but also I have a new mug for my collection. So if you can see that without the, see if I can get that off there. There we go. United States post apocalypse. I love my mug collection. All right. Let's jump straight into this one. All right, so first, the US appears to not be the only military that seems to be in trouble lately, as it looks like the British Armed Forces is seeing some trouble as a new report comes out, and their numbers have fallen almost 4%, making it the lowest numbers in about 200 years. Um, they're citing basically the same things that the U.S. is saying: psychological reasons, people that are obese, and different other things. So everybody's kind of given their reasons on why they're having low numbers. But the fact of the matter is, push that aside, military numbers in a lot of places are down, and they don't look like they're going to go up anytime soon. So, data point. Next, it looks like in Prague, they had an active shooter. The death toll, as well as the number of injured, seems to be fluctuating. It seems to go here, 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 back here, up here, down. So I'm not going to mention any numbers right now. I have seen a lot of video on social media. It looks like, I think it started on the fourth floor in a university. Some of these people were not jumping, but climbing out of windows and sitting on part of the side of the building to try and get away and get to safety. Um, the only one, or the only thing that seems like most of the reports are agreeing upon, is that the shooter did commit suicide. So it looks like there's, at least if he's a solo, which it looks like it is, there's an all clear there. So prayers for those that are involved. Next, it looks like Denmark has officially announced it is joining Operation Prosperity Guardian, which is the U.S. coalition led naval security force thingy, whatever you want to call it, over there to try and keep Yemen in check. What's interesting in that, okay, so this is Denmark. Australia has rejected calls to join. So that's an interesting data point. We'll see what comes of that. Next, if we want to stick with the Navy, the USS Eisenhower was spotted today just 40 nautical miles off the southern coast of Yemen. So that is, at least in my book, that's a little kind of close to comfort now. You know, off of another country, that would be extraordinarily bad and a mistake. Off the coast of Yemen, I mean, on paper, that aircraft carrier should have no, you know, it should have no issues going up against Yemen. Okay. The thing that I worry about getting so close is that you never underestimate your opponent. So I don't like being that close. Now, I'm not a military expert, and I know there's a bunch of other different naval vessels, fleets, support craft, different things like that over there. So we're going in on good faith that, they're not putting our soldiers into harm's way. I know. I'm saying I'm hoping. Um, let's stick with the same theme here. So Iran has said that its new maritime militia, interesting, will consist of somewhere in the neighborhood of 55,000 volunteers. The pictures and stuff coming of this basically look like they're just taking small patrol boats, maybe some like little tiny homemade gunner boats, things like that. Uh, they just kind of look like they're not like huge military anything along those lines. Since this is a volunteer force, this looks like just something to kind of get in there and kind of be a nuisance, kind of disruptive. Is about all it is. You got to worry again. One tiny act can cascade and change the course of history. So there's a lot of moving pieces. Now, the last part in this little theme is that there seems to be a possible glitch. At least that's what everybody's kind of calling it. So there is a system called the ADS-B, okay? And it is basically the signal that tracks aircraft. Now, there's different types of signals. There's MLAT. There's all sorts of different ones. But basically one of the most common is ADS-B. Now, there's different ones that you can go get for free, like Flight Tracker, Flight Aware, ADS-B Exchange. There's all sorts of free apps and websites that you can go watch aircraft and watch them in real time and track them. The interesting part is today, all the United States military aircraft in the not in the US, so kind of like from Alaska over covering almost to Europe, they all just disappeared, gone. Now, at first glance, it is heading into a holiday weekend, so a lot of the flight levels will drop. Throwing a number out there, say typically it's 100. So on a holiday weekend, it might be 10, but 0, something's weird. Now, could it be a precursor? Don't know. Could it just be a glitch? Very well could. Just a data point. Keep that in mind. Now, here's an interesting one. So everybody's favorite company, BlackRock, has come out and announced that it has launched its basically preview of its first AI Copilot. And it released it to about 10 of its clients. And this AI is dubbed Aladdin. So they're calling this program, robot, AI, whatever it is, they're calling it Aladdin. And just to give you an idea, Aladdin is currently in charge of the biggest company consisting of $21 trillion of global assets. Let that sink in for a minute. There is an artificial intelligence thing that currently controls $21 trillion. What could go wrong? All right, let's move over into the US side. Now, this one, when I was scrolling through, I actually missed this for yesterday's report. So I apologize, but it looks like on Tuesday there was a house that exploded in West Park, Florida. Maybe I missed it because they're saying the official cause is a propane leak that caused it. it's just a data point. It very well could just be an accident of anything, but anytime that you have something like this, especially with everything going on, I tend to just notate them. If nothing comes of it, no big deal, you know. But if there's something, at least we're made aware of it. Next, a federal judge has blocked the California law that was going to be put in place to ban Californians the right to carry firearms in most public places. So, congratulations to some sane people out there in California to uphold the Second Amendment. No tread on me, okay? So, applause, thumbs up, good job. Next, there is reports of several shots being fired at the Nationals Stadium in DC. Just a data point. That's almost kind of like me saying that there were shots fired in downtown Chicago or something like that. It doesn't seem to be anything new, you know, lately, but just a data point. We'll see if anything comes of it. If nothing, it probably is just another sad normal, but data point. Next, all right. One of you sent this to me. Let me show you a picture. I'm still working on confirming this, but I want to share it, okay? Because even if it's false, it's something to think about, okay? So, full disclaimer, I can't prove this yet. Now, right here, okay, this is supposedly a leaked document from the Pentagon. Went through, there's some highlights in there, and you can pause it, screenshot it, whatever, so you can read the little excerpt that was sent to me. But it says the U.S. may have to carry out offensive strikes on the Houthis, you know, basically on some infrastructure and some targets and things like that. Now, it also continues, and it says if that doesn't work, you know, soften everything up, then it would be appropriate to strike their sponsor, Iran. Okay, that right there, that line right there, is the one that puts everything into a pause for me. Okay, if that's true, you have almost borderline toe touched declaring war on Iran. That's why this really makes me backtrack and second guess if this is true. If it is true, God help us in the very near future. I'm torn. I see things that look like it's true. I see a lot of things that question and throw up flags going, this isn't true. So again, I don't know. I can't confirm this. But if this happens to be true, okay, that is huge, massive, massive words right there. Um, there's a lot we could do. I could talk a half an hour on the just that one sentence, that one line right there. So data point this, okay? Out of this whole show that you're watching, keep that in your mind for a little while, okay? If this turns out to be true, we will more than likely see something come of this pretty quickly, within weeks, maybe even days, but probably within weeks. If you don't see anything on it within, you know, 2-ish months, then we'll just probably be safe to assume it's probably fake. But we'll see. Okay, so one of those ones. It's so 50-50. It's kind of like the one, I forget who posted it, and I'm sorry I'm going on a tangent, but they put out the picture that kids for the holiday season can get a expecting Ken doll. So it shows a pregnant Ken doll. And there was people in the comments going, with the way that society is, I can't tell if this is fake or if this is real. And it's kind of like this right here. You would immediately, if you read that, you'd be like, okay, that's just fake. Somebody's just trying to get some clicks and whatnot. With everything gone on, I don't know. I really can't. You want to say it's fake, you know, that's just stupid. But it could be real. with everything going on. So, all right, data point, let's move. So there was a chemical leak at a cheese factory in Greenville, Tennessee. This incident sent 29 workers to the hospital. Now, this was put out that there was some sort of valve mishap or whatever, releasing some chemicals into the air, making people really, really sick. And so it did that. Now, once these folks got off to the hospital and you know, all that, apparently there was a second leak. And it sent an additional 23 people to the hospital. Okay. So do the quick math. There was a back-to-back leak and over 50 people are in the hospital. Now, they said there's no immediate danger to anybody around or anything like that. It's all cool. It's all covered. And I'm like, well, wait a second. If you said that with here, a second accident just happened of the same exact thing. So, again, prayers for all that's involved. It sucks, especially this time of year. But for all you folks down there in the Greenville, Tennessee area or Tennessee period, you'll probably get a lot more on this, being that you're more local. This is a story I would really like to follow. So if you are in Tennessee and you can get information, please email it to me. I'd really like to follow this story a lot more closely. But yeah, all right. You know what? And speaking of tradition, we have been sharing a lot from the great Hercules himself, Mr. Kevin Sorbo, and again posted another golden nugget. And so I wanted to share it, and that's how we're going to end today's. So let me move over so I can post it right there. And it says democracy on the ballot. Okay, democracy on the ballot. And then right underneath of it, a little asterisk, removes political opponents from the ballot. Yeah, I figured it, probably a few of you are chuckling along with me at the hypocrisy of what is going on. I don't care if you like the person, if you don't like the person, removing people off the ballot. We literally go and sanction other countries when they pull people off the ballot. And yet it's one of those, you do it, you're bad. If we do it, it's okay. We're fine. We're justified when we do it. But if you do it, shame on you, bad. So, all right. That's all I've got for you guys today. So we will wrap this up with the holidays coming up. So a small PSA. I do have family that is going to be coming in tomorrow evening. That should not disrupt anything in the foreseeable future. So at the very, very minimum, we will continue to do at the least the daily headlines report. As far as additional content, I have some things that I am currently working on. A few of them just need edited. They're already recorded. They just need edited and posted. I've got a few that I need to record a little bit more, edit, posted, and then I got a bunch of ideas written down. So we'll see. You know, with all the holidays, just kind of bear with me. Once we get through the holidays, I've got quite a few interviews coming up from all different aspects. I'm really trying to network and get out here and talk to different walks of life, so that way we can kind of bring it all in and see it all from a preparedness aspect. So it's going to be an exciting new year for us. So make sure, tell your friends, if you guys know anybody that is just starting out into preparing, send them on over. I'd love to have them come hang out with us and see if we can help them along their journey. Tell them about Workshop Wednesday, where we all just sit around and hang out and have some fun, because every one of you that have joined, you know it's a good time. So, all right, guys, with that, that's everything that I've got. Stay tuned. More information to come. Thank you so much for watching. I love each and every one of you. And say it with me now. Above everything else, remember to remain united, because we're all prepping in this together.